Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be ranking all of the fish in Animal Crossing. Full disclosure, this specific tier list is missing a few fish. I did add them into this version that I'm going to be doing right now. However, when I link it down below, it will not have those 3 fish added in. They are the sea butterfly, the sea horse, and the clownfish. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to kind of go similar to what we did with the bugs, although it did end up leaning more towards aesthetics than both aesthetics and catchability. This is also in alphabetical order, so it should be pretty easy to get through. First, we're going to start off with the anchovy. I think they're all right. They look kind of cool in terms of like the sprite in your pocket, not necessarily the actual fish when you catch it. They're okay. They're easy to catch. They're fairly common. They're not the best. Honestly, I think they're gonna go in B tier. We next have the angelfish. I think they're really cute. They're gonna go in A tier. Same with the arapaima and the arowana. I think both of these are really neat. However, they're not as common. Sometimes they're kind of difficult to catch. The arapaima and the arowana both look cool in their own different ways. The arapaima specifically because of its black and red coloring, but they're not, in my opinion, what is warranted with S tier. The barred knife jaw is also, I think, gonna go in A tier. It's all right. I don't really have an opinion on it either way. However, the barrel eye, I think it might go in S tier. I think the eyes are something like glow and they look really neat at night. They're only available at night and they have a small % catch rate, but they're really neat. The beta is also, I think, gonna go in S tier. I think they're really, really pretty. The bitterling is gonna go in B tier. I don't really have an opinion about it either way. It is easy to catch. Same thing with the black bass. The blowfish is also, I think, gonna go in B tier. It's just kind of okay. They're fairly easy to catch and find. The bluegill is also going to go in B tier. The blue marlin, however, I don't really want to put it in S tier. I think it's going to go in A. They are difficult to catch because they are a pier fish. However, they look cool and they are worth a lot of money. The butterfly fish is going to go in S tier. They are very pretty. I think it's really cool that the game has a wall item model of it, as well as the model you can get from CJ. The carp and the catfish both are going to go in B tier. Actually, you know what? I think they're going to go in C tier. They don't look fantastic in my opinion. They're both common. The char is uncommon in my experience. I don't know if it's terrible. I think it's going to go in B tier. The cherry salmon as well, although it does look cool. I think that it's kind of on the line between A and B tier. I think it's going to go in B. The clownfish is adorable. Though they're not worth a lot of money, they are fairly easy to catch. I think it's going to go... I was going to put it originally in S tier. I think it's going to go in S tier. The coelacanth, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this, but I think it is also going to go in S tier. They are rare. They are only available during the rain, but they look really neat. The crawfish reminds me so much of a lobster. I know it's not a lobster, but I think it's going to go in A tier. The crucian carp is very common and very easy to catch. I feel like it's just really nothing special. I think I'm going to put it in C tier. Same, honestly, with the dab and the dace. Both are common. Both look common. The dorado looks really pretty. I don't know if it's an A or a B. I think it might go in A. It looks cool. The football fish is also going to go in A tier. It looks so neat. They're very easy to catch. I like it. The freshwater goby is going to go, I think, in... I don't want to put it at the very bottom. I think it's going to go in C tier. It just looks so silly. The frog is so cute, and the frog model is also really fun. I think it's going to go in A tier. In New Leaf, they used to make a noise, the frogs, if there was one in a pond. They don't do that anymore in New Horizons, though, and it makes me sad. I wish they had brought that back. The gar and I think the giant snakehead, I'm going to batch rank them. I think that they're gonna go, they're both big, they're both not super common, but they're both, in my opinion, kind of ugly. I think they're gonna go in C. The giant trevally, the spawn rate is not fantastic, though it looks really cool. I think it's gonna go in B tier. The golden trout is so pretty, however, it is so difficult to catch because the spawn rate is so minimal. I am gonna put it in A. The goldfish, love it, S tier. The great white shark, also love it, S tier. The guppy is so pretty and it's easy to catch, so I think it's gonna go in S tier. The hammerhead shark looks funny in this game. I don't know what like why, what about it, but it does. I don't know if it's warranting an S tier rating though. I think it's gonna go in A. The horse mackerel is too common and honestly they kind of annoy me. I think they're gonna go in C tier. They're not terrible enough to go at the bottom. Same honestly with the killifish. It's just a small little guy. The king salmon I think is so cool. I kind of wish that we could cook with it like we can with the regular salmon. I don't know if it warrants an S tier ranking though. The spawn rate for it is not fantastic. You can only catch it in the river mouth during the same amount of time that the regular salmon is available. I think it's gonna go in A. The koi is beautiful. It's gonna go in S tier. It's also easy to catch in my experience at least. The loach, no offense, a little ugly, gonna go in C tier. The mahi, absolutely beautiful fish. Kind of hard to catch because of the spawn rate, but I think it's gonna go in S. I always forget that the mitten crab is a fish that you catch and not a sea creature. I think because of that, it's gonna go in C. It's kind of like forgettable. The moray eel is really cool. However, I don't think that they're the best, so I'm gonna put them in B. The Napoleon fish is so funny. Like it looks like it has a gigantic forehead. I love the blue color of it. I think it's gonna go in S. I just think it's so cool. The neon tetra is really pretty. I do like the neon colors of it, though I forget about it quite often. I think though it's gonna go in A tier just because of how pretty it is, and it is easy to catch. The nibblefish to me is pretty forgettable. No offense to the nibblefish. It's gonna go in C tier. The oarfish is so cool, and I wish that the model for it was 2 wide instead of 1 wide. Like, what a disgrace. I don't know why they did that. They really did not do the oarfish model justice when you get it back from CJ. However, the fish itself is cool. It's hard to catch, but it's really exciting when you do catch it. I think it's gonna go in A tier. The ocean sunfish is hilarious when you catch it because it covers your entire player like fully. I caught a bunch of them when I was playing the other day in my game. I'm recording this in August, so it's gonna go in S tier. The olive flounder is okay. It's not terrible, though I don't really like it a whole lot. They're very common. I think that I'm gonna put it in C. The pale chub, while tiny and adorable, is also very common. It's not as cute as some of the other fish. I think I'm gonna put it in B. The pike, again, is a fish that I forget exists because I don't catch them that often. So I think they're gonna go in C. The piranha is also beautiful. I don't catch them often either, so I'm gonna put them in A. The pond smelt is too common and kind of annoying. Well, there's nothing wrong with them. I think I'm gonna go in B. The pop-eyed goldfish is, again, a cute goldfish. It's gonna go in S. The pufferfish is cool. Part of me wishes that we could cook with it in this game, though I know why, because I know that in The Sims, there's like that pufferfish dish where if you do a bad job cooking it, you can like kill your sim. I kind of wish they could make like a version for Animal Crossing, but they did not. Surprisingly, we can't cook with a lot of fish in this game, and it sucks. I don't know. I don't really have a formal opinion on it, so I'm gonna put it in B. The rainbow fish is really cute. I like how its eyes are like gigantic. I think it's gonna go in A though. It just doesn't warrant an S for me. The ranchu goldfish is gonna go in S tier, of course, because it's a goldfish and it's adorable. The ray, in my opinion, looks really cool in this game. I feel like that they can be common depending on how often you are fishing, so I think I'm gonna go in A. The red snapper is very common. I like that you can cook with it. It looks cool. I do like the color red that it is. I think it's gonna go in B tier though. The ribbon eel is really pretty, although every time I catch one, I think it's gonna be a moray eel, even if it's outside of the moray eel spawning time. I think I'm gonna put them in C tier. The saddled bee shear is also, I think, gonna go in C tier. I just don't see them a lot. I'm not really a fan of how they look. The salmon, I think, is gonna go in B. I like that they exist. They're very common when they do spawn, and I love that you can cook with them. The saw shark, I think, is gonna go in A tier. It's really cool. It's a big shark. The sea bass, of course, is gonna go at the very bottom because of how common and annoying it is. I do think it's hilarious though that we can make it into a pie and that we can do the sea bass with herbs meal, but I can't stand the thing, so it's at the very bottom. The sea butterfly is really pretty. I constantly get its name mixed up with the butterfly fish though. However, it is going to go in S tier. Same thing, honestly, with the seahorse. I think it is so pretty. It's going to go in S tier. The snapping turtle, I always forget about until I catch one. However, I think it looks really cool. And I think that it's neat that when you put it down as placing an item, that it just appears. It's not in a tank. I think I'm going to put it in A tier because it does also make a sound when you interact with it. I wish that the soft-shelled turtle, that they did something better with it. I wish that when you placed it down, that it was like the snapping turtle where it was the actual thing itself instead of in a tank. I think that the tank it's in is also really pretty. I do wish that the shell itself had some texture on it. I feel like it just looks very blank. However, they're fun to catch. I think I might put it in B. The puns that come up when you catch the squid are funny. However, they are too common. I do like that you can cook with them though, but I think I'm going to put them in C tier. The stringfish are almost impossible to catch. I think they're going to go in C, or maybe I'll put them at the bottom. I feel like I've only caught like 3 stringfish since I started playing the game at launch, like 3 total. I don't know. I think that they're gonna actually go at the bottom. The sturgeon, though more difficult to catch, you can see it more often. It does appear at the river mouths. I'm gonna put it in C tier. The suckerfish is annoying because as soon as you try to reel it in, you are brought to the realization that it is a suckerfish and not a shark. This is the first game it's ever been in, I believe, in the Animal Crossing series. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. The surgeonfish is gonna go at the very top in S tier because of how cute it is. The sweetfish is okay. I don't really have an opinion formed on it. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, honestly. It's not terrible. The tadpole, I think, is also gonna go in B tier. It looks cute because it's so little and tiny, but again, I don't really have an opinion on it. The tilapia, I think, is very pretty. It is fairly common in my experience. I think that I'm going to put it in A tier. It's easy to catch. The tuna is one of our pier fish. They are very difficult to catch sometimes. I think it's ridiculous that we can't cook with them. I don't understand why we can cook with the blue marlin, but not the tuna. For that alone, I think it's gonna go in B tier. The whale shark, S tier, of course. It's a cool shark. The yellow perch is okay. It's just a fish. It kind of exists. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. And finally, the zebra turkey fish is annoying. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks when you catch it. I don't like the sprite. I think that it's gonna go in C. Well, that is our fish rankings. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will, of course, leave this tier list down below, the blank one, so you can fill it out. Like I said, the person who uploaded this to the Tier Maker website did miss a few fish, so if you want to fill it out yourselves, you're better off adding in the sprites your own. You can find them on Nookopedia or the Animal Crossing wiki. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, or suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!